Need a tripod. Come on. All right. Just got in. I wanted to hop on here real quick. Obviously today, April 18th. Day my dad died. I wanted to share some thoughts on grief before I go to bed. First thing I would say is that you don't get over it. I think anyway. I don't think you get over it. I think you kind of just get to live. You start to deal with it. You just live with the reality of what has happened. I think about my dad every day. I think about my grandparents every single day. I think about my friend Sunita, who died when I was 15, 16. I think about her every day. Just carry a picture of her with me every single day. It's now in my studio. So I feel like it's something you just don't get over. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the people mean something to you. You know what I'm saying? When they mean something more to you than just anything. You know what I'm saying? It's not trivial. It's not a trivial relationship. It's a relationship that you cherish, that you value. I don't think you get over it. I think you just, like I said, you just deal with it. And then you allow their memory to kind of live on in your mind, Second thing I would say is, as a believer, as a Christian, as a follower of the way, I mourn different. I'm looking at my Bible right now, I think about 1 Thessalonians 4, where it says, brothers and sisters, we do not want you to be informed about those who sleep in death, so that you do not grieve like the rest of mankind who have no hope. Now, what I like about that is that Paul doesn't say that the brothers and sisters who are in the faith won't grieve, right? We will grieve, but there's a grief that's different. We grieve differently. We don't grieve like we have no hope. We grieve like we have hope. So he doesn't say we don't cry, that we don't feel sadness, that we don't feel upset or ask questions. No. He says those things are normal. Those things are part and parcel when you lose someone. And, he uses the language about falling asleep in death. Grief is normal. It's part of it. But there is a grief that is different for the Christian, right? We don't grieve like those who don't have hope. And our grief is different because we have hope. If we didn't have any hope, we'll be grieving the same way, right? That's my second point. It's that, man, like I grieve differently. I don't get over it. I grieve differently. Then I also think about what my life and legacy will be. When I go, how will I be remembered? I'm currently I'm somewhere right now. And, with Josh earlier today, and he was telling me, like, hey, man, every album that we've done kind of has a time theme. Like, I'm so consumed by it. So it continues, so it begins, so it continues, so it ends. These things take time. Augustine's Legacy, they all have this theme of time. Even Larry Guinea Crescent, like, it takes you back to a time period. And that's because I'm obsessed with that idea that when I leave, when I'm gone, when everything is said and done, how am I going to be remembered? And the time that we have on earth, and maybe it's because of, all the death that I've experienced, it's always just let me know that we don't have a lot of time. Even though we feel like we have a lot of time, we don't have a lot of time. And so that pushes me to be like, hey, man, you can't live just anyhow. You got to think through how you live, because you don't have time. And because of that, how will you be remembered when your time is up? When you're gone, how are people going to remember you? Are they going to miss you? Are they going to wish that you were still here? Or are they going to not? Are they just going to be like, man, it's a shame. So-and-so is gone. And so I always think about that. So these are just 3 things I've been reflecting on as the day has been happening. It's been a crazy busy day one. But even as stuff was moving, on April 18th, I always think about these things a lot. So Signing out.